Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Sharon Luco. I am a travel agent. I work out of the Orleans location of CAA North and East Ontario. So right off the bat, I just want to say we are so appreciative of our members, and we're so happy to be able to bring this presentation to you. We're going to be talking about Viking cruising, ocean cruising, small ship. And we would, I mean, if you were watching that video, wow, if that doesn't spark dreams, I don't know what does. Looks absolutely amazing. Just, I wanted to just mention a little bit about CAA. So we are open to the public. Best if you make an appointment, if you actually did want to come and discuss a vacation with us. We'll certainly be able to help you out, just because our staffing is a little bit limited, and because of COVID restrictions, we can't have as many people in the stores as previously. But we're still happy to have you, and we want you to come out. We want to see you. We want to get to know you and help you make that vacation a reality. So please do come out, visit us, give us a call, send us an email. We're certainly happy to see you, and we actually look forward to that because it's so monotonous when we're only doing curbside. So we never get to see anybody, and we're just so happy to see people in the store again. So tonight, again, we're going to be talking about small ship ocean cruising, specifically discovering Viking Homelands. And Jordana Botting, who is our Viking sales rep, is going to be telling you all about it. So I'll leave it to Jordana. Thank you so much for coming, Jordana, and I hope you all enjoy the presentation. See you later.
Thank you so much for having me. So as Sharon mentioned, my name is Jordana, and my role with Viking is I get to work with our amazing travel partners at CAA to bring the world of Viking to our mutual clients, you. So a little bit about me. I've been in the cruise industry for over 20 years, and I've been on over 70 cruises. I know a lot. Anywhere from a 30-passenger yacht to a 5,000-passenger megaship. And what I love about working for Viking is we believe a trip should be more than just a trip. It should be a doorway to cultural incitement and personal enrichment. And of course, we believe the best way to do that is by the rivers, the oceans, and now the Great Lakes. So for my past Vikings that have sailed with us before that are on today, welcome back. To our new Vikings and our future Vikings, welcome, and let me give you a little overview of who Viking Cruises is. We began sailing on the rivers of Russia 23 years ago with our first 4 ships. And our goal was to deliver the most engaging, culturally enriching itineraries possible. And this pretty much began the modern river cruise industry as we know it today. In 2015, we took that amazing river cruise experience that we were doing on the rivers, bottled it up, designed an ocean ship, and reinvented ocean cruising by making sure we deliver small ship destination focused ocean cruising. And this has led us to become the top rated small ship ocean cruise line out there today. Now, after 2 decades in the river industry, reinventing ocean cruising, we are now taking our destination focused journeys to the far reaches of the globe and close to home on the Great Lakes with Viking Expedition. You can pretty much say we've mastered small ship cruising at Viking. With Viking, you can see all different 7 continents. You can go to 95 countries, 403 ports, 20 rivers, the 5 Great Lakes. So while much about cruising is about those bigger ships and more theme park style attractions on the ships, at Viking, we are taking a different approach by focusing on the destination and the people of those destinations. We have created our cruises for that curious traveler. So if you are that person that has that true explorer spirit that is interested in history, culture, geography, art, a Viking cruise is probably one of the cruises you want to go on. Our ships are small. There are only 930 passengers on board of our ocean ships. So we can sail into the heart of some of the most iconic cities and the quaint towns. And we have more overnights than a lot of other cruise lines out there, leaving you more time to explore. Our goal is to be an effective operator and pass the savings on to you. So We provide you with a cruise fare with everything you're going to need, from all your meals to beverages to free Wi-Fi on board of our ships. And we even include a free shore excursion in every single port of call you're going to visit. So the free shore excursion will be like a must-see of that destination highlight. Now, you combine all of that with our award-winning crew who will exceed your expectations. It really is a great way to travel in comfort and explore a new destination on a Viking cruise. Now, we are known as the thinking person's cruise. So remember, if you're that curious traveler, you know, that person that wants to get in the most intimate nuances of the destination you're traveling to, I'm telling you, Viking is the place to go because every detail on board of our ship has been designed to enrich and enhance your experience, to make sure you fully connect yourself to that destination. From our thoughtfully curated libraries to our lectures from our resident historians and our guest speakers to wine tasting with our sommeliers and cooking classes with our chefs, we really want to make sure you are connected into the regions that we're traveling to. We even start inspiration before you even depart. So I will, at the end of this journey today that I am going to take you on, take you to a place where you can continue to travel virtually through this non-time of travel. So let's talk about the Viking Homelands. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of take you through this journey virtually. So our Viking Homelands, well, just so you know, at Viking, a lot of our inspiration is drawn from the bravery and the creativity of the Vikings. They were extraordinary explorers whose sphere of influence extended far beyond their homelands of Scandinavia. That adventuresome spirit basically immerses our cultural exploration that you're going to find on all of our Scandinavian itineraries. A lot of our itineraries are the exact same trade routes the Vikings used to take. And today we are going on a journey on one of those trade routes to the Viking homelands. So this 15-day adventure, well, you're going to explore 8 different countries. You're going to get 11 guided tours. Remember, we include everything you're going to need in your cruise fare, and that includes a private tour and an included tour in every port of call. So let's start journeying. So the Viking homelands, well, this journey, you're going to get to enjoy overnights in cosmopolitan Stockholm, majestic St. Petersburg, and then, of course, scenic Bergen. We're going to explore the historic cities of Tallinn and Gdansk. We're going to visit Helsinki, Berlin, and Copenhagen. And then I am going to show you some of the most breathtaking scenery I've ever seen in my cruising history in the fjord. So I get asked this a lot, when is the best time to go on this cruise? So we sail this itinerary from May to September. So the best time, well, it depends on what you want to do. So in Norway, August kind of promises those long days, you know, the midnight sun, but you're not going to be guaranteed of heat. May and September usually offered milder temperatures and fewer crowds because it's the off season, and they offer great colors. May, you got the bloom, the springtime bloom. August, you're going berry picking in the fall. You got the changing of the scenery in the fall. So one of the things I do have to recommend on this itinerary, no matter what time you're going, I went myself in August, at the end of August. Being Canadian, I'm thinking I'm good with a little bit of cooler temperature. If there is one thing I can tell you is to always pack yourself a nice coat and an umbrella on your journey. So let's start this journey. So day one, we are going into Stockholm. Stockholm is a city with a long and an interesting history. And it is one of the largest cities in Scandinavia, but it kind of remains this peaceful atmosphere with a wonderful Swedish architecture that you're going to see, and it has this natural beauty all around it. It is actually, the city is made up of 14 different islands and has countless things for you to do: museums, parks, historical streets, and of course the beautiful buildings and architecture that you can see here. Now, if you've purchased your air with Viking, we will greet you at the airport and transfer you to the ship. Depending on what time your flight arrives, depends on what you get to do the first day. You might be a little tired from that jet lag on traveling if you didn't extend your trip with a pre-extension. So you might want to rest, or you might want to go out and explore this city. Stockholm's great to explore on foot. On board of all of our cruises, we have our onboard program director, and they are always there to assist if you have any questions, if you need a map to go see someplace, maybe certain restaurant reservations or theater reservations, it's there for you. So day 2 is going to be, we're still in Stockholm, but this is where you're going to get a chance to do an included excursion. So this included excursion is going to start by motor coach, and you're going to hear incredible stories from your local guide about the Swedish life and their culture. You'll learn about the incredible history of the city. You'll see the famous sites, including the City Hall, Parliament, the Royal Palace, and of course the Royal Opera. The end of your tour will begin with a walk through the beautiful cobblestone streets of the Old Town. You have a choice at this point. The tour is going to end in Old Town, so you can actually stay in Old Town and continue on to adventure on yourself, or you can take the motor coach directly back to the ship. That would be up to you. We do offer an optional excursion, so we can go, you can actually go visit the Stockholm Palace and Court Theater. So this palace, it was designed, as you can see, it looks kind of like Versailles, so it's designed to match the Versailles Palace, and it is actually one of the best preserved 17th century palaces in Northern Europe today. It is still the private residence of the Swedish royal family. Now, you're not going to get a chance to tour the apartments, unfortunately. They're still closed off to the public, but they have this beautiful complex here that is open for the public that you will get a chance to tour through. And you'll also get to see the Court Theater, which is located in the complex. And the theater is this beautifully preserved theater. Your guide will walk you through its incredible history. The theater first opened in 1754, burnt down. They rebuilt it. They kept it open till about the 18th century, and then they just closed it down, and it was this basically storage place that they just stored old boxes in and stuff. And it wasn't until 1921 when somebody rediscovered this incredible theater and pretty much brought it back to life, and they reopened it up in 1922. And today it is still an active theater. They have a lot of different operas and different plays that go throughout the theater in the summer months. But what's really unique is they still use the 200-year-old theater stage machinery that they used back then. They still use the exact same sets and all the different costumes and stuff. So it is a fascinating tour that I would recommend, especially for my theater lovers, if you love theater like I do. What's unique about this tour is the way it ends is you can actually take a historic ship back to where our ship is docked from the castle. So we're going to leave in the afternoon in Stockholm. So this way we can guide out through the incredible archipelago and you can get great views. Every stateroom on board of a Viking ocean ship is a veranda stateroom, so you will be able to enjoy the views from your own veranda if you wish. All right, so let's go to day 3. We're heading to the capital of Finland, Helsinki. It's a really vibrant seaside city, and it's got these beautiful islands and beautiful green space. The city really oozes charm and character. And of course, you've got some great history. Their food, they're right on the Baltic there, so they have some incredible cuisine, design, architecture. And of course, they're really well known for their Finnish saunas here. So here, the locals, well, their big focus usually is on shopping, relaxing, and really connecting to nature, which I loved when I was here. Finland is said to be one of the happiest countries in the world, and when you are there, you'll realize it, and it's not hard to see. The people are so friendly to talk to. The city itself is often called the White City of the North, and that is because, and you can see by this picture that we're looking at here, it is constructed, a lot of the buildings are constructed from this light colored granite. So our tour will take you to go see all the incredible highlights of Helsinki. So you'll see all the beautiful neoclassical and Art Nouveau pieces as you're going through. There's Senate Square, which is located in the heart of the old city. where the Helsinki Cathedral is located, which we are looking at right now, this beautiful cathedral that overlooks the harbor and has pretty much been on the city skyline since it was built in the 1800s. You also get to see the Parliament buildings, the medieval inspired facade front of the National Museum. Plus, the tour is going to end with an incredible stroll through Sibelius's park. And this park, well, it is commemorating the famed Finland's greatest composer, Jean Sibelius. And he was a very famous composer, violinist in the late Romantic, early modern age. And so you will get a chance to go through. They have this beautiful sculpture we're looking at here. The sculpture is made out of 600 steel pipes, and it's basically a visual representation of his music himself. So this is where your tour is going to end. Once again, you have a choice. You can go back to the ship. On the way back to the ship, you can see that there's a market here. They have this great harbor market that's not located far from the ship that you can go. I encourage you to walk through it. Lots of souvenirs, but you're going to get a lot of organic, fresh local food. In the summer, you're of course lots of berries, fresh vegetables that you can sample. They even have this little covered portion for my foodies. I am a big foodie when I travel, so I always want to eat the local food. So for my foodies, they have this incredible covered portion where you can get fresh fish dishes, meat and cheese. They have some great soup, which I'd highly recommend. So the seafood soup is the top of my list. The excursion's going to end. You have a choice to continue on, venture on the city on your own. We do optional excursions. For example, my active friends that are on the webinar today, if you're interested in going on a guided kayak tour through the archipelago, you can do that. My foodies, if you want to continue on, we have this incredible foodie experience. So this is the kitchen table experience. And it's exclusive to Viking. So on board of our ship, we have this live demo cooking kitchen as we're looking at. So this will really give you a chance to immerse yourself into the local culture. So our executive chef from the ship, you will go off in the morning, take a coach ride to the local market, and our chefs will teach you firsthand how we select the local food for on board of our ships and all the local flavors from that town. Then you will come back to the ship and you will prepare regional dishes for an evening meal. So you will get hands-on guidance from our experienced culinary staff. You will learn basically how to prepare it from market to the different cooking techniques to your need. You're going to learn the art of plating the dish and basically presentation of all three of the courses you're going to get to make. You'll really get a good understanding of how our incredible chefs on board of our ship provide these culinary experiences when you're on board of a cruise. Now, we just don't offer this excursion in Helsinki. So this is an excursion we offer in actually a few ports on this cruise. So we do Helsinki, Tallinn, Gdansk, Copenhagen, Aalborg, and Bergen. So there's 6 different port options on this itinerary where you can enjoy this experience. One of the things I recommend to do is when I'm talking about these unique experiences, and if it's something you're really interested in doing, work with your CAA agent. They can make sure that you're pre-booked and you get the experiences that you want. And I'm telling you, this kitchen table experience was one of the highlights of my trip. My next cruise, if I ever do this cruise, again, I am going to do the kitchen table experience in every single port. But that's just me. If you travel like I do, then I encourage it for you as well. So day 4, we're heading to the Venice of the North, St. Petersburg. So this is a crown jewel of capitals. They have these beautiful canals, the lush palaces, these beautiful parks, hundreds of bridges, world-class museums. It has been ranked as one of the top 25 destinations in the world over and over again. So today, our included tour, well, it's really going to give you a chance to orientate yourself about the city. We're here overnight, so we do an overnight stay. So the guided tour will be a motor coach tour, and you will get to see St. Isaac's Square, of course, the beautiful St. Isaac's Cathedral with its golden domes. You'll get to pass by Palace Square and see the Hermitage Museum, where the Winter Palace is. You'll also get a chance to see Peter and Paul Fortress. You'll get to go in, you'll get to see the cathedral as well. And of course, we will stop at the Church of Our Savior on the Blood, which is this beautiful onion dome church that has been decorated to basically honor Emperor Alexander II. So you're going to see incredible, splendid Russian architecture. On this tour, our guides, remember, we always have local guides, and what they do is they like to bring the history of the city to life as you're going through this tour. We are here overnight. You will get a chance to see Russia's famous shopping street, Nevsky Prosky Street. You'll also get a chance to basically see the statue of Peter the Great as well. Our included tour will bring you back to the ship, and then you basically have the time to do it on your own. So we're overnighting, and what can you do overnight? Well, you might want to do an optional tour of the Hermitage Museum. So my art lovers, with Viking, we have these incredible privilege access tours, and these tours are tours that you're not going to get a chance to get with a lot of other people. We've been in Russia for 23 years now. We have some great friends in Russia, and we have the opportunity for you to see the Hermitage Palace with nobody in it. So we do have exclusive after hours visit. We even have the ability to take you to their storage facility, because only a fraction of the art of the Hermitage is actually stored in the Hermitage. They have this huge storage facility just outside of town. It has all the leftover art, the gifts the royal families was given over the year. You can even see their incredible royal carriages. Not only that, for my ballet lovers, we do an incredible opportunity for you to see the Russian ballet. That is not to be missed either. So overnight in port, you'll have lots of stuff to do. You even have the full day of day 5 in Russia as well. So you'll also get to see whatever sites interest you this day. So they have many palaces that you can wander through, churches, museums. I recommend to take an optional tour to Peterhof Palace. I love these gardens that he designed, these beautiful fountains that are there. The main fountain, of course, is Samsonite, prying open a lion's mouth. And it was actually designed by Peter himself. So it's an interesting story to go through the palace. Another thing you might want to do is a communalka. Now, what is a communalka? A communalka is a really unique experience to Russia. Communalkas were basically when in the revolutions, when the citizens were moving in from the rural areas in mass to the big cities, space was really limited, and this really began a problem with the government. So what the government did is they took these basically big, huge apartments, these large apartments the elite were living in, and they basically broke them down to accommodate several different families. So today, it's less and less known in modern Russia, but they're still there, and you can go in and to see how this really unique communal living experience is in Russia. So that's a communalka visit, and it is worth taking. You'll learn all the traditions and everything about the communalkas. Now, there is also no trip to St. Petersburg, Russia, without a visit to the Pushkin area and visit Catherine's Palace. This elegant 18th century summer home, it's incredible. Catherine I, the widow to Peter the Great, built this. This palace is incredible. As you can see, all the gold that's throughout there, there is actually 200 pounds of gold throughout this palace. So you will get a chance to go through and see the incredible lavish rooms. One of the things that I really enjoyed when I was going through, not only the incredible art and stuff, but the tour that you listen to in the story, they bring you to life to World War II, when the palace was looted by the Nazis and how the servants and everything was hiding the precious artwork and stuff inside the walls. What you're looking a lot at this palace today is replicas, because a lot of it was damaged, but there's a few pieces still left that the servants and everybody working in the palace was able to save along with it. So you'll learn all about that history on the tour to this palace. So St. Petersburg, lots of stuff to see. Incredible city. I love Russia. If it's a chance for you to visit, I highly recommend it. Day 6, we're going to Tallinn. Now, Tallinn is this beautifully restored medieval city. The old town actually makes you feel like you're in the 14th and the 15th century. So your tour will be a walking tour through these 13th century streets. You'll pass the incredible sights of the Guild House, the House of Brotherhoods, the Church of Holy Spirit. You'll see the 1422 Town Council's Apothecary Center and the City Hall. And of course, you'll have lots of chance to browse for gifts. One of the things I recommend for you to see while you are here and what you're going to be doing is to visit, of course, the Alexander Nevsky Cathedral, which you can see here. It's a beautiful cathedral that is in this Russian Orthodox style. There's also the Kadriorg Palace. So this palace is a summer residence of Catherine I, of course, of Russia. But today it is home to this incredible art collection. It is the Art Museum of Estonia. So it's worth going for my friends that enjoy museums. But the must thing you have to do when you're here is to make sure you snack on marzipan. So that incredible convection, you know, that honey almond chocolate convection. Well, this was the birthplace. And the story you're going to hear, and you're going to hear this story when you go to the town council's apothecary place. And the story is really interesting. So they actually created this incredible treat as a medicine. So they thought this treat had the best healing properties, and they were only able to sell this treat at the pharmacy that is located in Tallinn. So you'll learn all about this, how this incredible sweet treat was invented, and how the man who worked in the pharmacy invented it. You can also take some unique tours here. You can do a chocolate making tour where you can actually get lessons from a true chocolatier on making the incredible chocolate. There's lots of different walking tours. This is another port that you can have the opportunity to do that kitchen table experience as well. All right, so we've been talking for a bit. You've been traveling a lot. We're already on day 7 through our cruise, and this is the day you can kind of relax a bit. So you will have opportunities to learn more about what's going on through the upcoming ports of call, through intriguing talks that we're going to be doing with our Viking resident historians. What we do on board of our ocean ships is we complement all of our shore excursions with these interesting onboard lecture programs. So they have been designed to basically shed more light on the destination's art, architecture, music, geopolitics, the natural world, and a lot more. So they're hosted by a wide range of people. So you could see anywhere from former authors to archaeologists to former diplomats to even news correspondents on board of our ships, hosting these lecture classes and sharing their knowledge with you. So it is absolutely great. We also supplement all of these lectures with these incredible roundtable discussions where you can engage with the lecturer themselves and also with your other guests on these incredible lectures. Now, you might also just want to relax and just have a little R&R, and you're more than welcome to do that. On board of our ship, we have an incredible Nordic spa where you can relax in the thalassotherapy pool, our dry and wet saunas. We even have a snow grotto in there if you want to do that. At the back of our ship, we have an infinity pool. If the weather's right, you can feel like you're swimming right in the destination. I'll show you a little bit later. I'm going to show a little video of what the ship looks like on the inside. So when I show you that video, you can see what I just all talked about, where you can relax and do a little R&R. So day 8, welcome to one of the wealthiest cities in the Hanseatic League. So this is Gdansk. You will learn on your tour, this city was really badly damaged during World War II. And the restoration they did was phenomenal. And going through the old town, you will see the mix of like this Gothic, Renaissance, and Baroque styles of all the buildings. You'll get to pass the Long Market, one of the city's most attractive streets. You will also get a chance to visit, of course, the former royal residence. You'll see the 15th century artist court, the merchant's palace, and you will also get a chance to just really enjoy the medieval port itself. On the way back to the ship, one of the things you're going to get to see is, of course, Solidarity Square, and you'll learn about the history. If you don't know about famous gate number 2, this was at the Gdansk shipyard where protesters and workers were actually shot by the communist regime in 1970. So there's a monument here to commemorate their sacrifice, and you will learn all about the history on that on this tour. You will have some free time after your walking tour through this incredible city, learning about its rich history. You have a chance. The city is also known for their incredible amber. They have the Amber Museum that you can go through. One of the things I recommend for my castle lovers, we have an optional excursion to the Malbork Castle. This castle is unique because here you're going to step back into the time of the Teutonic Knights. So this is, of course, the famed medieval German military order of the time. And this palace was built and completed in 1406 and is one of the largest brick palaces in the world today. And of course, it's a UNESCO heritage site, but when you're going through, you will learn about all about the 3,000 brothers of arms who actually resided in these barracks. You will see their incredible exhibition halls that are filled with these armors that you will see, ceramic sculptures. And after your guided tour, you will have a lot of time to browse the castle on your own, maybe take a little stop in the gift shop and buy yourself a treat. So that could be an optional tour after you're done exploring Gdansk by foot. All right, day 9. All right, so we are on our way to Berlin. Berlin is a fascinating city, but the thing is, where we have to dock and to get to Berlin, it is actually a train ride. So we will have to take a train ride through the German countryside to get to Germany's historic capital. It's just a few hours away, and here you will have the day to explore it on your own and at your own pace. So what will happen is we will have an escorted guide that will take you to Berlin and drop you off where you need to be. They will provide you with maps. They will provide you some orientation tour tips, and you can set off on your own to explore the city on your own. And you have about 3.5 to about 4 hours to explore. So you will have time to go see Checkpoint Charlie, to see what remains of the Berlin Wall there, explore Alexanderplatz. They even have, for my museum lovers, I love Museum Island. They have 5 different museums ranging with all different types of art and artifacts to explore. So you might want to stop at Museum Island. You're going to be there for lunch. If you want to, you can stop and enjoy lunch at a true sidewalk cafe and enjoy a little German wine and just basically enjoy the Berliners as they are walking by and living their daily lives. You have lots of time. You will be able to meet your guide after you're done going through Berlin at location prepared meeting location via the train, and then go head back to the ship. There's a lot of other things to do if you don't want to do the tour on your own. You can join a group tour, a hosted tour if you want. We can take you on one of those as well. So lots of stuff to do in Berlin. Day 10, Copenhagen. So originally founded, this was a fishing village that was founded in the 10th century. And this capital has about 850 years of history, and you're going to get a chance to explore it for the entire day. So you are going to get to go, the included tour will take you inside the Amalienborg Palace. So you will get to go inside the beautiful winter residence of the Danish royal family. You will also maybe get a trip if you want to visit the ornate Hornburg Palace as well. This is the palace for my Hamlet fans. This was the palace that Hamlet was based off of. This fairy tale city, that's the best way I can describe it, gives you a lot of chance to explore it. They have lots of delights for everyone. They have actually one of the most Michelin star restaurants than any city in its size. So you can indulge in a incredible lunch if you want to. We offer a lot of, so your included tour is going to be a panoramic tour of the city, so you'll get to understand its history. You can also join many optional tours. Maybe if you are a music lover, a jazz cruise through the incredible canals of Copenhagen. We do kitchen table experience if you want to as well. So once again, when I'm talking about all of these additional excursions, This is something before you go down on your travel journey, is to sit with your CAA agent and go over all the different available excursions that are there for you, because there's certain things that might make your trip that extra special that you might want to pre-arrange, and they're there to help you. Remember, they know, and they know all your travel needs, so they can also recommend what you might like as well. So day 11, Elberg, the city that is founded by the Vikings in the late 900s. This city is beautiful. It straddles Limfjord's sound. So it's beautiful. As I mentioned, it's got a historic city. You're going to get to stroll through the incredible streets. You'll get to see the new square with the Renaissance Jen Bangs house, which is pictured here. The Grove style city hall you'll see the 14th century church, and of course it's going to end with in the main area, the trendy area, where you can either relax, enjoy the afternoon on your own, or once again come back to the ship. We do have another optional tour, because not only was Alberg founded by the Vikings, but this is also the city of where aquavit started. So if you are aquavit lovers, I encourage you to join a tour with a local chef, where you will get to do a traditional tasting of aquavit that has been around. It's been here since the 15th century, so it's worth doing. On board of our ship too, we also have the aquavit terrace. We do serve a Viking aquavit, so maybe you can become an aquavit taste tester and decide which one you like the most. So welcome to day 12. We are almost done our journey, everybody. So thank you for hanging in there. Day 12, we're going to Stavanger, Norway. From the heart of the old town where our ship docks, you are going to have the morning and early afternoon to explore this beautiful city. The Old Corridor is actually one of Europe's highest concentrated wooden buildings from the 17th and the 18th century. And as you can see in this picture, they're stunning. Offshore drilling was one of the most important industries for the economy here. So they have the award-winning Norwegian Petroleum Museum, which tells the incredible history of the dangers that faced this exciting precious fuel that they were getting. So you will get a chance to walk through the old town, get a tour of the oil museum as well. And then you might want to do something optional. One of the biggest sites that you might want to consider seeing is the Pulpit Rock. Now, this rock is famous. It is located on the Lies Fjord. So what we would do is we would take you a cruise down the Lies Fjord to the Pulpit Rock. And this is one of Norway's most famous natural attractions, So as you can see in this picture, it's a flat rock that overlooks Lies Fjord, and it has some of the most spectacular views. While you're ashore too in Stavanger, one of the things that I really enjoyed is, don't forget the Norwegian waffles. Norwegian waffles are wonderful. They come with these sour cream with these sweet jellies, and of course they serve it with a hot tea. If you don't get a chance to do it in port, don't worry about it, because we have Mamson's Norwegian Deli on board of our ships, and you can get some there. So don't worry about that. But one of the things I recommend is to make sure you get a chance to enjoy some Norwegian waffles, because they're really well worth it. Day 13, this is going to be one of your favorite days. And if there's one thing I could advise you, one of the things when I first went into the Eidfjord is I spent most of my time behind my camera, and I didn't really notice some of the most beautiful scenery I've ever seen in my life. And I grew up in Western Canada in the Rocky Mountains, so I'm used to seeing fjords, but this is stunning. The crystal clear, smooth water as you're sailing in through these fjords and seeing these incredible waterfalls coming down through them is one of the most spectacular things you're going to get to experience. When we slide in, we are going to go to the village of Eidfjord. So Eidfjord is, and you were kind of looking at the picture, Eidfjord is kind of right there at the bottom underneath this hill. And what's going to happen is you're going to go on a tour, and you're going to get to go up the windy side of the mountain to one of the best lookout plateaus, where you can have one of the most beautiful views of the fjord itself. Your tour ends where you're going to have a chance to go through the little village of Eidfjord, and it's really worth going through. They have a lot of cute little shops to go through. You can speak to a lot of the locals that live there. They're really chatty and a lot of fun people to talk to as you're going through the fjord. So you'll hear the story about all about the Norway trolls and how the trolls are. So I'm not going to ruin that story for you. If you know that story, great. But if you don't, you have to go to Norway to hear about all their troll stories. All right, day 14. This is our last city and one of my favorite cities to visit in Norway. This city is very small, historic. It's filled with phenomenal seafood. It's beautifully decorated, as you can see. This city is it's surrounded by mountains. There's 7 mountains and fjords. So for my nature lovers, you will definitely get a nature fix here. We're docked overnight, so you're going to have the full day to explore. You can see here these wonderful wooden, colorful houses. This is Bergen's old Hanseatic wharf that is located. And this is actually where we dock. Our ships are small enough to fit into the wharf right downtown. And it just so happens to be one of the most historic parts of the city. So the wharf itself was built in the 14th century when the Hanseatic League actually came up and opened its Bergen office. So the buildings in the city, and you'll hear all about it, they have burnt down and rebuilt so many times that I can't even count how many times our guide told us. But what is unique is every time they rebuilt this city, they rebuilt it on the exact same layout as it's always been. So, and using the exact same building techniques. So you'll have a lot of time going in and out of the streets. They're windy little streets, lots of different restaurants, shopping that you can go through. It's a really small city, so you're going to be able to explore it by foot. Where we dock on the wharf too is this great fish market that I recommend going in. You will get a chance to learn how to peel shrimp the Norwegian way, and then you'll have lots of time to stroll down the beautiful waterfront. One of the things I have to say that I really liked, I forgot to mention this, is when you're walking around Bergen, take a moment to stop and look at the manholes. Yeah, that I'm talking about the manholes on the street. They are like works of art themselves too. So they're worth seeing as you're touring through. So day 15, I'm sorry everybody, this is the saddest day of any cruise and my saddest day of any vacation as well. Our journey comes to an end. You're gonna have to depart the ship. You're going to have to say goodbye to all of your newfound friends, our amazing crew. If you've purchased your flights with Viking, we will ensure your transfer back to the airport so you to catch your outbound flight. If you're like me though, and you're one of those people that want to maximize on your overseas flights and enjoy additional days, I recommend talking to your CAA advisor about extending your stay. So at Viking, we have these pre and post extension packages. So our extension packages, they include our 5-night hotel, always located in the heart of the city, right by everything you're going to need to see. You'll have selected meals, included our tours, depending on the length of your extension. We will always have a Viking host on site for you, and all of your transfers will be included. So at the beginning of this cruise, you might want to extend and spend a couple extra nights exploring those incredible islands of Stockholm, Iceland, and the Golden Circle. I love this itinerary, so you'll get to enjoy an incredible, fascinating tour of Iceland and its incredible capital city, their hot springs, and their beautiful blue lagoon that they're well known for. Another one that we offer on this itinerary is post or pre, depending which way you're starting. Oslo, a really beautiful city, great Viking heritage in Oslo with their incredible Viking ship museums. We offer a 2-night scenic train ride through Norway to Oslo. And then we have our new one where you can spend additional time in Bergen. So basically spending more time in the beautiful city and the surroundings of Bergen. Don't forget, we have more Iceland itineraries. So Iceland is a great place to go to, one of the hot travel spots that are out there right now. So we offer a 5-night Iceland if that 3-night wasn't long enough. And then if you want to enjoy more of a scenic train ride, definitely check out the Best of Norway and their scenic train ride, which is a 4-night journey. So with all of these excursions, talk to your CAA advisor because they are there. They can talk about everything with you. They can even break down the day by day and let you know what is exactly included in the pre and post. So these are our beautiful ocean ships. I'm going to end. I have just you can bear with me for 5 more minutes, I'm going to show you a great video of what a beautiful ocean ship looks like. And then we're going to finish our presentations with a little bit of Q&A. So let's take a look at Viking Ocean.
The all-veranda Viking Star, Viking Sea and Viking Sky are the ships our river guests inspired us to build. With just 930 guests, these small ships are thoughtfully designed to enrich your journey in every aspect. And because of our size, we're able to dock in prime locations. We also use the latest green technology, and all our ocean ships meet the strictest environmental regulations. Outside, our main pool with retractable roof is always perfect for a swim, even if the weather should be less than perfect. And we didn't just add an aft pool, we created the infinity pool to give you a sense of swimming right in your destination. When you yearn for serenity, the Winter Garden is the place to unplug and indulge in an afternoon tea service. Even the spa experience has been reimagined. In addition to holistic methods, we follow Nordic tradition with a treatment that combines an invigorating sauna with our remarkable snow grotto, where snowflakes gently descend from the ceiling through chilled air to greatly improve the body's circulation. Every destination has its own flavor, and on board Viking Star, Sea and Sky, you can taste them all. Our menus feature regional specialties made with locally sourced ingredients, along with always available American classics. There are multiple dining options, from relaxed and casual to our elegant restaurant. Perhaps you'd enjoy the chef's table for a specially prepared tasting menu complete with wine pairings. Or Manfredi's Italian restaurant for a classic Italian antipasto, delicious handmade pasta, or tempting tiramisu. If a quiet, private meal is what you desire, we offer 24-hour room service. And since the ultimate dining room is the great outdoors, Viking Star and her sister ships each offer more alfresco dining experiences than any other ships at sea. And then, of course, there are the accommodations. Great care was taken to ensure that every stateroom is an inviting home on the water, designed with the understated elegance Viking has come to be known for. The choices range from comfortable staterooms to spacious suites. And every one has a veranda, so you're always just steps away from stunning views. Join us as we usher in a new era of ocean cruising. On board the ships of Viking, you'll enjoy ocean cruising reimagined, while exploring the world in comfort.
Okay, well, I'm definitely ready to go on a cruise now. So everything you saw on board of Viking Ocean is all of that is included in your cruise fare. So all of those amazing restaurants or beautiful spa, you can go in and use the spa for free. If you want a treatment, that's going to cost you a little extra. But on board of our ships, we don't want to nickel and dime you. Our goal is to make sure you are connected with that destination. And as we just went through that journey today on our Viking Homelands journey, as you notice, we are in port every single day. And except for that one sea day that you have. So you have a chance to really explore the destination. Now, I know we're all at home, and I want to inspire you to continue to travel virtually. So we have Viking.tv, and this is an amazing channel we launched last year to continue our Vikings to inspire to travel virtually in this non-time of travel. So we have live streams, on-demand programs, different lectures, classes on all different destinations. Last week we focused on France. The week before was the Netherlands. So there's a lot of stuff to go into. Every day is something new. So please log on to Viking.tv, and it will give you a chance to really continue to travel from home virtually. So I am going to finish off my presentation right now. One thing I want to talk about, and I understand that the world is a unique place right now, and we all are a little bit hesitant on making plans and confirming plans for travel at this moment. And I understand that is we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow and at this moment. The thing is, though, is we are at the point in small ship cruising, and I'm not trying to make this a hard sale for anybody on today. I just want to let you know that it's not just Viking cruises, it's any small ship cruise line. I know a lot of even land tours and stuff. We are booking up very quickly. A lot of people want to travel. A lot of people are putting down their deposits to secure their spaces. We are already, as a company, 70% sold out for next year. So it's one of those things that if you are interested in going on a vacation in 22, we're even open up until 23, work with your CAA advisor, because they can work with you. With Viking, we have an ability, it's our risk-free guarantee. So this allows you to plan with confidence without worrying about your trip, because this allows you, we will allow you to cancel and waive all the cancellation fees that are applied 14 days prior to your cruise vacation. So it will allow you to book with ease, as I mentioned. And if you're working with CAA, CAA is a really, really big partner with Viking, and they're one of our biggest partners that we work with, and they have one of the exclusive promotions that you only can get by being a CAA member, and that is our Viking inclusive promotions. And this is where we're offering shipboard credits. So if you have any cruises that you book from 8 to 11 days, you will get $100 per person shipboard credit, from $200 shipboard person from credit for anything 12 days or longer. So if you book that Viking Homeland cruise, you will get $200 per person, because that is a 15-day cruise. All right, so I'm going to open up the floor for any questions that we have. We're going to bring back on my friend Sharon too. If we have any CAA questions, we can answer those with her as well. If you want to, the question and answer box is located right on the right-hand side. You can put your questions in there. I'll be more than happy to answer anything that is out there right now. All right, that is a great question, and thank you. So the first question that came in was regarding COVID policies and what we're doing on board of Viking for COVID and what's happening on board of our ships. So one thing that we have done at Viking is we've worked in partnership with world-class scientists and medical physicians to really study COVID and how it's going to react on board of our ships. And what we have came to the conclusion is that we need to do PCR testing every single day. So what will happen, it's non-invasive testing, it's just saliva testing that we will do. On board, we launched our first PCR laboratory on board of Viking Ocean just a couple of weeks ago. We will be bringing out through our fleet, so we will be able to do the testing on board of our ships. What's great is our fleet is a brand new fleet. So all of our rooms and our air filter and our filtration systems, we always had the top of the line already in it. We have increased it more. What's great about shore excursions and stuff is we are doing smaller groups on shore excursions, so we will be socially distanced on our buses, and we have whisper quiet headsets. So you will never miss out on what your guide is speaking, and you can all stand apart, socially distanced, no problem. All right, that's a quiet day for questions today, everybody. So that was all the questions we had. If you have any questions, Sharon, do you want to direct them on where to go if they have any questions after this webinar?
Yeah, absolutely. You can certainly call any of us at one of the travel stores. We're certainly able to help. Call the number on the back of your card. If you can't find it, certainly go to our website. It is CAANEO.ca, and if you scroll all the way to the bottom of the first page, you can find a store, and all of our information will be there for you. If there's a particular person you're looking for, you can even click on the store and you'll find your agent right there and the contact information. So again, I'm at the Orleans location, but certainly we book for anyone, anywhere. So you don't actually even have to be living in Ottawa. If you would like to book with someone in the Orleans office or in the Hunt Club office or anywhere, if you're in the Thunder Bay area, certainly go stop by the store. You know, we're just always available to help. And of course, most of us are working, the stores that are open, most of them are 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. Nepean, our Nepean store in Ottawa is the only store that's open on Saturdays at this time, 9 to 5. So I believe our Hunt Club location is still open 9:30 to 5:30 Monday to Friday. So usually, you know, around work hours, that's when we're available, and on Saturdays just at the Nepean location. But certainly reach out. We're happy to help. We actually have, that's what we've noticed, we have been booking cruises for the longest time. It was really quiet in the stores and people were scared to book, but we have found in the last few weeks, like, bookings are coming in, and we're really excited. I feel like a travel agent again, so so it's very exciting for us, and of course working with Viking and Jordana. I mean, it's just a wonderful experience for us as well, and we want to make that memorable you know, trip and experience for you too. So we're just as excited as you often to be helping you out with that. So please reach out. The number at my office is 613-841-6441. So that's at the Orleans office. And now because of our the where phones are working, if we are busy with clients or on the phone, because there's only a few of us in each location now, you may get transferred automatically to the next available agent. So sometimes that's how it works, but for sure, you can leave a message. We work well with each other, and we can message each other and get the information to call clients back for sure.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for having me, Sharon. And we will see. I hope to see everybody soon. So
and thank you, Jordana. It was a wonderful presentation.
Bye now.
Bye.